Many people may think this is what a healthy forest looks like. Lots of lush, green trees all close together. But SRP says that's not necessarily the case, and they're working to make the forest healthier by thinning out more than 30,000 acres worth of forest just north of Payson. It may not be the landscape that first comes to mind when you think of Arizona, but forest covers roughly 27% of the state. SRP, a water and power company, recently partnered with Apple for a sustainability project in the densely forested Cragun Dam area in the Coconino National Forest.
We really wanted to tackle the bigger crisis that we were facing here, which is the increased risk of wildfire.
The area is home to lots of small trees and brush, which can be fuel for fires.
And then it just gets into the tops of the trees, and that's called a crown fire. Once you get into a crown fire, it creates a lot of devastating impacts.
Wildfires are not only devastating to the ecosystem, landscape, or people living in the area, it also impacts those of us in the Phoenix metro,
including post-wildfire flooding, which that sends, big slugs of debris, ash, and sediment into our streams, our lakes, and to the reservoirs that SRP operates and maintains. And those reservoirs act as long-term water storage supplies for the valley.
The project focuses on treating overgrowth in a process known as forest thinning, or removing trees.
You're supposed to be able to see through the forest. You're supposed to be able to walk between the trees and have spaces and different levels of vegetation.
A lot of work goes into choosing which trees are removed or stay.
We leave larger, older trees behind to thrive, and we also create the opportunity for grasses and forbs and bushes to grow, which create a wonderful food source for wildlife out there.
Removing trees may sound counterintuitive to keeping our forest healthy, but SRP has data to prove otherwise.
What we can demonstrate is that these thinning projects allow for more water to soak into the soils, which create a more healthier watershed and local ecosystem. But it also creates additional runoff that will make it to streams and rivers and reservoirs.
Reporting near Payson, Alexis Dominguez for Arizona's Family.